Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The time is always right to do what is right. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a permanent attitude. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. You are not only responsible for what you say, but also for what you do not say. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. Oppressed people cannot remain oppressed forever. The yearning for freedom eventually manifests itself. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they die for. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. The quality, not the longevity of one's life, is what is important. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breadth. A man who won't die for something is not fit to live. Love yourself, believe in yourself, and never doubt who you are. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. One has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. We must use time creatively, in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Shallow understanding from people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. Wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. The means we use must be as pure as the ends we seek. Almost always, the creative, dedicated minority has made the world better. If someone hates you and wants to see you sad, there are usually 3 reasons. He sees you as a threat, he hates himself, or he wants to be like you. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Love is the most durable power in the world. Human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. I want to be the white man's brother, not his brother-in-law. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmation of peace. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. The richer we have become materially, the poorer we have become morally and spiritually. A lie cannot live. It is not possible to be in favor of justice for some people and not be in favor of justice for all people. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. The hope of a secure and livable world lies with disciplined nonconformists. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. Nonviolence is a powerful and just weapon. Nonviolence means avoiding not only external physical violence, but also internal violence of spirit. Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a constant attitude. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. To be clever, avoid negative self-talk, avoid multitasking, avoid information overload, and avoid delaying any task. Justice too long delayed is justice denied. If a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetuate it. Life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others? There is no gain without struggle. We must rise above the narrow confines of our individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. We are made by history. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. The hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral in times of great moral conflict. Only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. Let us build bridges, not walls. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.